name is Marifer and my presentation is about social networks. Social networks. Social networks are structured from the internet by people or organizations that connect based in common interests or values. Through the relationship between individuals or companies are very quickly without hierarchy or cycle limits. And what are social networks? Social networks in the virtual world are sites and applications that operate at various levels, such as professional relationship, among others, but always allowing the exchange of information between people and companies. When we talk about the social networks, what comes to mind in the first place are sites like Facebook and Twitter, or applications like Snapchat and Instagram, typical of today. But today, however, is much older. In sociology, for example, the concept of social network is used to analyze interaction between individuals, groups, organizations, or even entire societies since the end of the 19th century. On the internet, social networks have sparked discussions such as the lack of privacy, but they have also served as a means of common public demonstration in protest. This network also creates a new form of relationship between buyers and sellers, and opening paths both for interaction and advertisement of the products or services. Types of social networks. Social networks can be classified into two types: horizontal or generic social networks. They are those social networks that do not have a specific name, but rather target all types of users. And these social networks work as a means of communication, entertainment, or information. For example, Facebook and Twitter. And these networks, they are very numerous and popular. Vertical social networks. They are those social networks that relate people with specific interests in common, such as music, hobbies, sports. Flickr, a social network, for example, Flickr, which social network whose name is photography. Within this network are professional vertical networks such as LinkedIn, which involve individuals who share the environments or who seek to expand their boundaries for their privacy. In general, entering a social network is very simple. Sign is simply filling out a questionnaire with basic personal and thus obtaining a username and password that will be used the user to enter the network privately, as long as the user meets requirements of registration in said network. For example, age of majority. They can do so simply and quickly. Origin and evolution of social network. The 90s were characterized by the appearance of the www, a technology that facilitated the access of a large number of people to the networks. The networks that had origin in the second half of the 90s and have been developing since until today. Classmate is considered the first century. It was created in 1995 by the American Randy Conrad. This social network sought to virtually connect for college and university college. As the project was successful, new networks began to appear whose the purpose was to bring together friends and acquaintances. In 1997, 6 Degrees was created, and this social network allowed to contact other members of the network via profile, willingness or friends. 6 Degrees was based on the 6 degrees of separation theory, which states of people that are 6 people away from anyone else on the planet. And this social network was active until 2005. In 2003, Friendster emerged. This network that made it possible to contact other members and to share content online with them, photos, videos, links. It was active with a large base of users until 2005, and in 2003 LinkedIn was also free as A social network is to share, recover, or offer a job. In response to the popularity of Friendster, MySpace emerged in 2003, created by American agency, and this social network was especially dedicated to music and technology. By 2009, MySpace was the social network with the highest user traffic. MySpace was great with the arrival and rise of Facebook, which emerged in 2004 and was very popular due to its platform and the rapid development on the internet and the appearance of mobile devices with internet connection. In fact, in the first century of in the first decade of the 21st century, some of social networks with a large number of users emerged. In 2005, the YouTube video platform emerged, which was acquired by Google in 2006. In 2006, Twitter, a macro-growing social network appeared. In 2010, Instagram was emerged that allows users to create personal work with greetings, images, and videos. In 2011, Snapchat was created. The social network popularized ephemera messaging. Although the Snapchat was that popularized, although it was fully popular and one of the fastest growing apps. Instagram lying behind Facebook when Facebook acquired Instagram in 2012 and then WhatsApp in 2014. One of the latest developments in social network is TikTok. It's a platform of Chinese origin and allows you to create and share videos. In 2018, it was emerged with Musical.ly and it is one of the flow of young users available in 39 languages. What are the social networks good for? Social networks are not only share photos or leave comments, and they are resource of information that allow you to continue learning in a professional phase, participating in a debate topic, and even find professional opportunities that can change the future of your career. Within social network are platforms that allow social interaction between users' body. This can be both individuals or organizations of various kinds. They serve to communicate and serve. Social networks of platforms for the exchange of information or opinion, depending on the types of the communication established between users' body. In many of them, users can share photos, videos, documents, opinions, and information. Maintain or establish contact. Networks allow all who have internet access to create a user on the network and connect with others around the users on the planet who are also attached to the social network. And they allow you to communicate with friends, family, make new friends, find a partner, establish work, or professional establish. Get informed. The large volume of information that circulates on some platforms and allows users to stay informed about important events or topics of interest. Most networks allow you to create a user and customize that will be displayed. A user customize the type information that will be displayed on the internet. Entertain user. Social network create communities of users that with similar interest on certain topics. This network functions as a grid or source of entertainment and relaxation. Sell by many social networks have emerged channels for the purchase and sale of goods or services. On platforms such as Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, that user can follow businesses or independent workers that they like and establish business relationship with them. Characteristics of social networks. They are formed by a virtual community. They are massive communities that extend through social networks. They can be used from computers, tablets, or mobile devices. They are free to access, and so many of them offer greater functionalities in exchange for a monthly or annual payment. They provide in real time, allows each user to use a profile within the web. Advantage of social networks. Social networks have a serious advantage or benefits, which has allowed them establish themselves on protagonists in the web. They are in reality. Social networks work in real time. They manage videos, documents, and information that are shared on the networks are usually made public and can be immediately known. Users the networks following is where on the globe. Some platforms such as Twitter, social, cultural, political, economic, regional war events are known to all its users instantly. They are massive. Social networks have broken cultural and age barriers, signed the rich portion of the population. They shorten distances. Social networks allow you to communicate with friends, family, and any user of the networks regardless of geographical distances. Increase the visibility of brands. In recent years, advertisement, creation of corporation, and brand profile have made social networks a new market. They allow to connect buyers and sellers a new market. They facilitate customized service. They function as channel for learning, entertainment, and information. Social networks work as a means to viralize on certain topics, and depending on the context in which the user of interest, they will be able to learn and entertain themselves or be informed. They allow information to establish. Networks allow you to share files instantly and easily. They allow information is to share. Networks allow you to share files instantly and easily. Documents, music, photographs, videos. They provide you opportunities. The networks that make possible to publish the work profile. Some like luckily are created with a specific goal of building professional opportunities, and their company is free of user free profile which opportunities and offer which interest user can apply. Negative aspects of social networks. Social networks have some negative aspects that every user must fight. Cyberbullying. It is one of the main risks of the social network, and this occurs when an individual or group of individual harassment another through social network. This can occur through insults, realization of private information, or among others. Why? The children must be educated so that they know the cycle and psychological consequence that this type of can cause. Grooming. It is the greatest dangers within cyberbullying, also called pedophilia deception, and it consists of adult harassment of minors and other through social network. Grooming it is a criminal offense and must be reported. The fake news is information fails or checked or without checked that circulates thanks to access of the information on the internet. Abusing the use of social network. Excessive use of social media can lead to lose addiction and also lose to contact with the tangible world. the varialization of information. It is the massive reproduction of information, is to the linking of viralization of individual, but it is negative aspect when information is too viralized or it harms an individual by the losing their privacy. Where are the used most apps in Mexico? Social networks have become fundamental aspects for the lives 100 million people in Mexico, according to figures from the Digital Reporter 2021 and Housewife and We Are Social. On average, this number spend 3 hours connected in half. In addition, another relevant point in this report is that the average of the number of platforms used by each Mexican is 10.2 social networks, and of the total number of users who use the expected mobiles. 98.9% access to mobile devices. Regarding preference of Mexican YouTube rings, first the YouTube with 96%. Then there is a clear dominance of a platform Facebook, is signed in second place in network with 95% of visits. It is followed by WhatsApp for 91%. Messenger was used of Mexican 79%, and Instagram is in fifth place of 77%. The next 5 most used apps were Twitter with 61%, Pinterest with 48%, TikTok with 47%, like LinkedIn with 35%, and Snapchat with 34%. Likewise, Facebook had a greater preponderance in the time that people spend on these different platforms, although it had competition from the platform of Chinese origin that share videos, TikTok. Specifically, people spend 29.6 hours per month, TikTok 70.2 hours, and WhatsApp 10.5 hours, and Instagram 60.7 hours, and Twitter 5.8 hours. On the other hand, also highlighted it is a study that spent 10 hours with browsing social networks has modified everyday elements, such as language, which is responsible for describing the world and therefore required new words in the digital reality. And he also stressed that the change will continue to happen since the reach of the network is worldwide, and every day the number of users increases 1.4 million. Conclusion. To conclude, social networks have been and will be important in our daily lives. That is why it is important to be aware and use them properly. Since the networks, even if of the good benefit, some people are not used in adequate way. Therefore, we must